Hello everybody and welcome to the live stream today on frequently asked questions from players in the Titanfall Assault community. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I'll be hosting today, JDIZZY of Weyland-Yutani, kind of going through answering some player questions in relation to gameplay, spending tokens, specific cards to counter other cards as well. So we'll kind of get into that all here on the stream today, kind of doing a frequently asked question stream generated by the strategy team at Weyland-Yutani. So a little introduction there, music by our guildmate Chromatone in the beginning there. So some questions that we put together here, and especially one very applicable for what's going on right now, is what cards should I level up during the guild objective? That's a common question from a lot of people. What cards should I level up during the objective? And based on the drop rates of cards that you should level up are various epics and legendaries that you are interested in. For instance, myself, I'm looking at leveling up my Sniper Spectres, as you can see, and then the Spectre Depot. So these are both epic cards. So the drop rate in getting those in victory caches or logging caches is lower than common and rare. So by using those, I can gain cards during the objective. And those unfamiliar with what the objective is, we'll take a look right here. Weyland-Yutani has completed the max tier objective, but then you get 10 bonus XP. So that's going to be distributed amongst the cards for this objective, burn cards, amongst the burn cards. So you can get those epics and legendaries if you have those interested in your burn cards right now through today. So all the victories, and we'll kind of demonstrate this on screen. After this point, you're going to get 10 burn cards distributed at random through your cards that were involved in the squad with the victory. So you kind of take a look at here. Also, once you do reach the max tier in your guild, in addition to getting that XP now, that 10 additional burn cards per victory, we're all going to get 1,500 credits and 150 cards. So a little extra bonus. Obviously, the number one thing that you're going to want to do is use the XP. Use the XP of the event. The cash, not super large, but where you really get it is in the XP, getting those free cards during the event. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Looks like we got Wild on here. Wow, what's going on, everyone? What is up? We're just going through here some frequently asked questions. Just kind of talked about cards we should use during the guild objective, epics and legendaries that you want to level up. Their drop rate's going to be lower in your victory caches and your logging caches and any caches that you do purchase. So by utilizing them during the objective, you can level up those cards. And another question that's going to take us here to the Titanfall Assault. Yeah, we're getting additional cash today. Let's go to the market here. We got a lot of questions on the best way to spend tokens, talking about in the market. First of all, buying commons in the market. As you can see, the Sentry only cost me 1. All right, I am working my way up to level 17. It is a card that I use. I'll probably go ahead at this cost, only a couple tokens. Definitely buy some. Get some more. It definitely up to about 50. You can go ahead and get that. So I just saw that we just purchased 10 sentries. I think total cost maybe 30-ish of those. So Bauer, thanks for tuning in today here. There we go. And then the best thing, you can use the tokens you get to get these caches. But in talking to some higher level players and just engaging the community, people find it best to utilize the tokens to open the victory caches. So for instance, we got one right now, a medium for 38. So we can open that, open up the slot, and then play a match, maybe get a 2 or a 1, and now the cost, the tokens is very lower, can open up another cache. So you're always getting caches for the victories by using the little tokens. This is 38. Let's see what the cost to even open this. Only 12 to open a small cache. That's a great use. Look, you're getting 20 cards for... You can do the quick math there and kind of find out by just playing matches, winning the cache, opening that up right away is a very effective way to spend these tokens that you get through achievements, or through different things going on in the game, and you can also purchase it with money. So this is a very effective way to spend tokens on open these. And we're going to open one now. We're going to open up a slot here. So we're opening this now. Only costed us 12 credits. 12 tokens. Getting 102 credits. Getting some Stim Bruiser. Excellent. I use that in my squad. Always excited when I get cards that are in my squad. And some Charge Snipers. So now we've freed up this slot. We still have a chest. A cache unlocking. But once we get into a live battle, and we can open up another one for 12 tokens. It's just it opened my eyes also in reaching out to people that this is a very effective way to spend those tokens. Because as you can see, there's many ways to get tokens just by joining a guild, collecting cards, upgrading cards, completing the daily objectives, taking down heavy turrets, getting scored. All these, you can get these tokens and open up those caches, get cards faster, and level them up. So, because all the caches always contain some type of credits as well. So, yeah. So, very cool. Very cool. And feel free, everyone. I do have the chat up this time as well. During the Guild War, I kept it down just to focus on what was going on here. But feel free to ask questions. I'll be watching this chat as well here, and kind of see what's going on. So, Legendary Cache, Wildburn got a Sentry. Sentry Tech. And let's take a look. Yeah, some of these legendary. If you have any legendary burn cards, now is the time to be using those in the guild objective, as you can get those additional cards. Let's just take a look at the Sentry Tech right here. Legendary card deploys a Sentry. What level is that Sentry going to be that he deploys? It's one of our frequently asked questions. So when the Grunt Captain deploys 2 grunts, when the Spectre Captain deploys his Spectres, what level are those going to be? And that's going to be the level of the card. So once the Sentry Tech gets to its rally point, as it says there, it's going to deploy a Sentry of level 8. So that is a question quite often asked. What level? What level is the mine going to be dropped? It's going to mirror that of the card that is playing. So Sentry Tech, level 8, is going to deploy a level 8 Sentry. So it's kind of talking about the levels of various cards that deploy. Like for instance, you can kind of take a look over here. Grunt Captain, what level are the grunts that he deploys going to be? And that's going to be level 13. So he'll deploy 2 shield grunts of level 13 because it's based on his level. of the card there. So just kind of an answer in that question we have there. And we are going to get into some live battles here, everyone. So get ready to that. I'm going to get some more XP for my cards. Might as well. It's a free way to get cards. Some things we're going to demonstrate in battle today. Hopefully that we get a chance is best way to combat drones. How to destroy core titans, best ways to combat Jack, and then finally we're going to look at the Spectre Depot and Reaper and see if those are viable cards to play with. So we're going to jump into some live battles to try to answer those questions as well. So we're just going to jump back, just back to the market here and just kind of look here. As you can see, there's also various offers. If you do utilize the Ogre or Scorch, this would be something to really consider. At only 550 tokens, it's going to give you those 2 specific cards. So if you use those cards, this is a great opportunity to get those cards and also some additional credits so you can level those cards up. So just kind of answering the question, best way to spend tokens, it's going to be opening up those victory caches. So right now we got a slot open, and that's why it only cost us 12 tokens. Open up that slot, we'll get into a battle, we can open up another cache. So we can open up a series of caches while you're playing, and I still have this 6-hour one. So once I stop playing, I still gonna have all my slots full, but during the time I was playing, I was getting cards. So a very effective way to utilize the tokens, victory caches. So let's take a look at the Spectre Depot and Reaper. Are those viable cards? So let's take a look at both of those cards first here in the squad here that we got set up for this specifically. Reaper Brawler. So let's bring them both up here. So if you just click on the edit screen, you can always compare 2 cards. So look at the Reaper Brawler, and we're going to compare that not to the Sentry Attack. Let's compare to the Spectre Depot, just so we can get both those cards up there. So the Reaper Brawler is going to function kind of as a light Titan, and can be deployed anywhere on the map and has the ability to capture hard points. At a cost of 5, we'll jump into battles and we'll see if it's viable at that cost of 5. I know that's always a question because the Reaper Brawler is, I believe, the highest burn card for value other than the nuke. A burn card with the ability to capture a hard point. In the Spectre Depot, it's going to cost 1 less. And what the Spectre Depot is going to do is going to deploy Spectres over time onto the map. And then you can see the hit points there. To destroy the Spectre Depot and to stop that creation of Spectres, you have to destroy about 2,200 at the level 12. So I'm hoping in this guild objective also to get this Spectre Depot up to level 13. So I've already leveled up my drones to the next level through the guild objectives too. With getting a modest score, I'm around 5,000 right now to my guild contribution, and I'm still able to level up with that amount. So let's jump into some live battles. Try to look at how we're going to take down those drones. How are we going to combat Jack? How are we going to take down those core titans? So we'll look at that first, and then we'll jump into a battle with these two cards that we just discussed. So let's kind of jump into a live battle. We'll get a little bit of tunes going on here and kind of jump into a battle and see if we can demonstrate taking down those drones and taking out those core titans, and hopefully maybe we'll see a Jack. What's the best way to combat Jack? So we're jumping into a live battle here, everybody. So as always, I like to get into the battle, and then we'll get the nice little Weyland-Yutani logo up here. So let's take a look and see if we kind of demonstrate some of these frequently asked questions during some live gameplay here. I'm going to get some XP for my burn cards as well. So I always, those that watch my streams before, always read those tips on the bottom. Always read those tips. It's honestly how I learned to play the game. So, alright everybody. Jumping into a live battle here at the training grounds against Big Mike. He is a worthy opponent. Any of our Weyland moderators, if you can comment in the chat on the music level volume, that would be appreciated as well. Good luck. Give him a little smiley face. Alright. Facing Big Mike here. We got the drones in the sky. Gonna be working on those shield runs. Get a sentry kind of out there to distract the other units. So it was a few things that we're looking for here. But obviously we're always going for that victory because we want to get these additional burn cards. We're up to 10. So we're getting 10 per win here. Big Mike, well played. Thank you, sir. Big Mike was involved in the Guild War as well. So, thanks, Boward, for the music. Alright, so we're moving in here, Hardpoint Alpha. So, we haven't really seen, I'm not sure if Big Mike utilizes any of these cards that we're looking for. He's got the Sim Ninja. How are we going to combat this Sim Ninja? Let's start to get the Titans out here. We'll start off with the Reserve Strider. Going against the Reserve Strider. Also, let's get that Sniper back up. This is a perfect spot for the Sniper here. I believe this is the highest elevation point in the map. So definitely always use those elevation points. Place those units up top so they can do... Not sure if they do more damage, but they're just more effective. Reserve Atlas out and about. I got all the Reserve Titans right now because I really hope that we get some core Titans that I can show some simple ways to take down. So, Big Mike coming in with the Sim Ninja on Hardpoint Alpha. A good way to take out that Sim Ninja is by those drones. Let's get some Spectres. Haven't used them yet. Also, the Ronin is very susceptible to drone damage as well. So just keeping that in mind. Using those drones very effectively. Score 84 to 24. Also in this match, you do have to consider Big Mike is a lower level. He's a very worthy opponent. I got up to a 100 versus 96 against him earlier. So he's definitely a good opponent. Just my card levels since being involved in the beta are a little bit higher. So taking a look there. Let's take a look at what... Oh, perfect. We got ourselves in here a hacked cache as well. So as you can see, because of the guild objective, and we're at the max tier, we're getting 4 drones, 4 Spectres, and 2 Sentries. Free cards. And then additionally, getting 25 trophies, getting a little bit of credits, profile XP, and then talks about that burn card XP right there. Let's take a look at Big Mike. He didn't unfortunately have any of the cards that we were looking to face, but that's alright. We got some good gameplay in there to kind of show some effective ways to counter the Sim Ninja. That's also a question that a lot of players always ask. How do I counter the Sim Ninja? Drones are very effective to counter the Sim Ninja. So, good game at Big Mike there. Let's jump into a battle with the Spectre Depot and the Reaper to kind of see how viable those 2 cards are. So as quickly, I have that saved in my squad 1. As you can see, the Reaper Brawler and the Spectre Depot. So let's jump into a live match. So now that squad, since I clicked that on the top, it is selected. So we're going to jump into another live battle. and utilize the Spectre Depot and the Reaper and kind of see how viable they are at these levels. Always read those tips. We're missing out on tips. Core, Scorch, Melt, Swarms with normal attacks. Lakeland. Let's give him a little smiley face. Lakeland, he was a former member of Weyland-Yutani, and he has formed his own guild, the Peasantry, doing well too. He's a very interactive player. Utilizes strategy well. So you can see here, we got a few cards out and about. We're going to get that Reaper Brawler out and about, see if we can claim Hardpoint Bravo here. Reaper Brawler comes out with a decent amount of hit points too, but the Boomer, we got to distract that Boomer. Let's get that Sentry over there to kind of distract the Boomer. And distract these shield grunts. Keep that Reaper alive. Let's try to keep that Reaper alive as long as we can. We'll get the Stim Bruiser out and about at that high elevation point. Boomer's moving in. Where's... Oh, Reaper and Boomer down. Very well played. Very well played by Lakeland there. Very nicely done. Alright, so we're moving in here at Hardpoint Bravo. Alright, here we go. Moving on in. Can we get these hard points? Alright, we got a unit over on Charlie. We got the Grenadier. The Grenadier, very effective. Very effective against drones. So we'll kind of try to distract this Boomer up top with the Sentry as the Reserve Ogre and that Striker start to do some work. Let's take a look, see if we can destroy that there. Alright, so we got using that Reaper Brawler going to Hardpoint Charlie. Getting the Grenadier up for support. And it looks like in the center there, Smoke Strider Smoke has been deployed as well. You can see that Grenadier using that high elevation point to start to work. Let's see that Reaper Brawler right there on the Boomer. Not very effective. Not very effective. Alright, let's see what else we can get going on here. Trying to capture. We got Bravo. Very well played by Lakeland. Looks like he might move in for a victory. Nicely done. Nicely done. Very nicely done there by Lakeland. As you can see here, didn't gain any card XP, but as you can all take a look here at the Reaper Brawler and the Spectre Depot. I'm not going to say if it's right for you or if it's not right for you, but we'll just kind of demonstrate some battles here and kind of see if, you know, where it can be effective. Alright, so moving back on in here. So some good ways to destroy drones. It's a very, very common question. How can we destroy drones? Using anything with AOD, Area of Effect Damage. Grenadiers, Hollows, Boomers, very effective at taking out drones. So depending on the cost that you're looking to use in your pilots. So for like the Boomers, you know, at 3 and 4 can take out those drones, but also the Grenadiers can take them out at a cost of 2. So where it fits in to your squad, those are very effective at taking out drones. Core Titans, you know, very susceptible to attacks by drones. Swarms by being distracted and kind of make a circle around that Core Titan to take out that Core Titan. So hoping to jump into a match here we'll go to like a unique feature in this game is we can challenge. And in the challenge, we can, you know, put out here, you know, do we want to see, we're going to go back here. Let's go to a beautiful, beautiful map here, Angel City. So we'll go to Angel City, and what we're looking for here is we want someone core, Titan, and drones for this stream. So we can play this, kind of practice this right live. So as you can see, a new update to the game as well was the ability to see who's online. So we got 14 out of 50 members, and we're looking to show how to take out those core Titans and the drones. So we issued a challenge, and if you want to do this, it's a low stakes. It's a great way to practice your squads at a low stakes where you're not risking any of your trophies. So you can be like testing out a new squad. Anybody up for a challenge? You know, you can also get on your guild's discords as well. So yeah, Lakeland, you were on this stream. Anybody on the stream here in Weyland-Yutani can play with a core Titan and some drones. I just kind of want to show off some different strategies against those two type of cards. So we'll get the challenge back out here. Looking for drones and alright, we got Wildburn putting together a squad. I was testing out this earlier today, and I faced a lot of jacks, a lot of drones, and a lot of core Titans. So I was like, great, you know, in just battling in the matches, I'll face these Titans. And we already got into a couple and have not seen them. So we have the request out here. You can also see for those, just a friendly reminder, those under the required 2,500 for the guild objective will be removed from the guild. All right, here we go. We got a match here. Perfect. All right, everyone, we're jumping in here to a match. Who we facing? Wildburn. He's put together a squad. So we'll take a look here. Hopefully we can see these core Titans and the drones. Also looking at the viability of the Reaper Brawler and the Spectre Depot. So I'm going to play the Spectre Depot at Hardpoint Charlie. It's going to start to deploy some Spectres, and also will be required to be destroyed to get that hardpoint. So in all the friendlies, everyone is leveled up. So we got drones in the sky. Let's take a look here. We have a Grenadier coming up right here. Let's see how that Grenadier takes down those drones. As you can see, very effective. And we'll kind of distract the Boomer here. We got the Grenadier and the Striker behind. Been using the Striker a lot lately. Yeah, put in the depot right on the hard point. They're gonna have to destroy that to claim that hard point, and as kind of a distraction. So kind of right there. All right, Wildburst. We got the Reserve Atlas going on. Hardpoint Charlie and Bravo Acclaim. Let's get this Reaper Brawler out. Reaper Brawler. Let's put the Reaper Brawler right on the Boomers. The Boomer. And let's get some more Spectres going on by putting this Spectre Depot at Hardpoint Alpha. Alright, so you can see Boomer is going to be highly effective against that Reaper Brawler. So those looking, that's kind of what's going on right there. Alright, so we got a hollow. Best way to combat that hollow, get a distraction out there. Take a look to see if we have any more. Nice thing about the Reaper Brawlers, you can get more than one of those out at a time and can be deployed anywhere on the map. So as you can see, we got Spectres coming from the depot over here. And let's try to combat these drones. We got drones at Hardpoint Alpha. We're sending in the Grenadier versus these drones. So everyone kind of take a look there. Grenadier doing some good work, leveled up, can take out those drones. At Lakeland, definitely can be black. Sometimes it's best to put the depots on the hard points, because then it's going to put those troops going to have to take out the depots before they can get that hard point. So we got some drones in the sky again. As you can see, the Stim Bruiser does a moderate job against taking out those drones. So you can see, once again, Reaper Brawler, Spectre Depot. What's good against those drones? Stim Bruiser, moderate, and really is going to be that Grenadier splashing the damage at equal levels. The Grenadier is going to be is going to be able to take out those drones in a 1v1. So, what is going on, everyone? Outlaw, welcome to our stream today. We're just kind of answering some questions here. We're just kind of seeing some different ways to take out drones, combating Jack, and is the Spectre Depot and Reaper like viable cards? Are those viable cards to play with? So you can see Wild Burns squad there, the Core Scorch. We'll get another one out here for everyone. I'll put a friendly out in the chat here. So we're just trying to look at, as we answered some, questions earlier. So now we got this. Let's go back to this. Got this medium hacked cache. Only costs 1 token. I'm going to open that up. If we do another battle, and we'll end the stream with another live matchmaking battle, we're going to open up another cache while we have one opening. The most effective way to spend tokens on victory caches, especially on the hacked ones. Only cost 1. So we'll look one last time here. We'll try the training grounds out here, and we're looking for core Titans and drones. So, and we'll kind of try to demonstrate the Core Titan as we're playing with that Spectre Depot and that Reaper. A good way to always practice different squads, different cards out, sending a request out to your guildmates and getting a friendly challenge out. So let me into the clan. Yeah, we got a lot of movement here. We got a lot of movement today, but we still gonna need the contribution in Weyland-Yutani 1 for the guild objective. So if we got Wildburn, we'll try to focus on those core Titans, and then we've kind of answered some all the most frequently asked questions in the Titanfall by players. What card should I level during the objectives? Definitely epics and legendaries, because the drop rate from getting those from victory caches is lower. Best way to spend tokens on opening victory caches. So there we go. We'll see if we can get a challenge, or we'll jump back into the frontier. There is, as a lot of players notice, kind of in the I'm in the Legend League now. There isn't as much drone use as you can kind of see at a few leagues below. So sometimes hard for me to see those drones. I do see Jack on occasion, either a level 8 or sometimes when the bot's at level 16. So let's just jump into another live battle here, and let's hope we can just see some. I'll talk about the different gameplay. If anyone has any questions here, I'll look at these questions right after here, do a short little Q&A as we kind of wrap things up here and answering some frequently asked questions of the players of Titanfall Assault. I want to thank everyone for tuning in, and thank you for watching this as we jump into last live battle, and I will definitely take some questions then at the end. So let's jump into a live battle. Let's see if that Reaper and the Spectre Depot, how viable those cards are. That's a hot question at those costs. So join a match here, and we'll take a look. Core can take an enormous amount of punishment thanks to his shield core ability. So once again, everyone, tunes that we got playing on today from our guildmate Chromatone. You can check him out, YouTube, SoundCloud, Facebook at Chromatone. And we'll get some other good community ways to get involved in Titanfall at the end here as we jump in against Grawrant. Excellent. Grawrant is a worthy employer. I know, everyone. Put your bets in now. He's beat me several times. Let's get it going. Let's try to get this Reaper Brawler out and about here. Very effective use of the mine there. Hi, Grawrant taking out that stem. He's got Charlie and Bravo. Reaper Brawler not going to do too well, though. Always a well played. Alright, so this is a moment people always ask. Save up? Yeah, this is definitely a moment. We're just going to save here for a hot minute. And then start to let those pilots get destroyed. Right here, where he's going in hard. And we'll get... Oh, Grawrant's going hard for the turret, so we gotta defend it. We got all of our core Titans, all of our reserve Titans, excuse me, going on right there. And Grawrant's gonna take it. Wow, what a match there. Grawrant take it out that main turret. Grawrant doing well, 12,902. Grawrant is the leader of Weyland-Yutani. This moment I'm functioning more as a community leader of all of our guilds. Yeah. Wow, everybody. That was that was a little embarrassing to say, but Grawrant is a skilled player. So hopefully people can see, is the Spectre Depot and Reaper, are those viable? We did some gameplay today to kind of show that. You kind of see if it might work well in your squad. We're definitely going to open up another cache, though. So here we go, opening it up. Only costing us 35 right here. Definitely going to open it up at a cost of only 35. Great use of tokens, opening up those victory caches. So it's going to give us 206 credits, 17 atlases, some reserve atlases, great. I use that in my main squad a lot, and some reserve ogres, very nice. Only at a cost of that, and can open up a additional cache now. So as most of us have other things sometimes that we got to do, so now I got 8 hours, but once I jump back on, I can play a few matches and open up those victory caches right away. So as a lot of we've found out in the research from our strategy team, you never want to just be sitting on those caches while you're playing. So it's an excellent way to spend tokens. Take out those drones with grenadiers, hollow boomers, if they are in your squad at a little bit higher cost, those are very effective at taking out that. Best way to destroy core titans, they're going to be susceptible to drone use, and by swarming units in a circle, placing the markers around that unit as well. So, alright, we'll do a short little Q&A. Anyone have any questions that they would like answered here on the stream? Just kind of, we'll kind of take a look at these two cards that we kind of found a lot of questions about in our research. Maybe they have a place in your squad. Maybe they're not. Looking at it, Growlithe, he got a sturdy off his victory, so that's not bad. He could open that up at a very low cost at well. So, Outlaw is hitting them all today. Very cool. Alright, Spectre Captain. Yeah, let's take a look at the Spectre Captain. The nice thing about the Spectre Captain now is the Spectres that he's going to deploy are at a higher caliber than regular Spectres at that level. So at a cost of 3, definitely has a place. I use him on occasion, and he is effective. I have 3 different accounts at various levels, and he's effective, especially now at the 3. He deploys 2 Spectres upon deploy as well. So, all right, everyone. I want to thank everyone for tuning in to this stream today. Hopefully, we got some questions answered. Reserve Atlas, yeah. Lakeland, you got a great match. We'll take this last question here. Yeah, a lot of people use 1 reserve Strider, and that's kind of what I recommend. I use all reserve. I'm a little bit different, odd cat, as so to say. But most people do use 1 in their squad. Reserve Atlas or Reserve Strider. It's more what you're looking to use that Reserve Titan for. If you're looking to use that Titan to take out humans, Reserve Strider. If you're looking to use that Titan for a little bit more HP and to fight other Titans, go with the Reserve Atlas. So Reserve Strider, if you're looking for something to fight humans and pilots, and that Reserve Strider if you're looking for something to combat the Titans and provide a little bit more HP on there. So once again, everyone, thank you all for tuning in to our stream today. We'll end with a little bit of beats here from our Guildmate Chromatone. Everyone, thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you next time. This is JDIZZY of Weyland.